Two. Boy, you can tell summer's almost over. It's getting darker. It's not as bright in the morning, earlier in the night. What's up, James Golton? Dwight Curley? How you fellers doing? All up to today? I'm doing nothing. Yeah, I'm doing the same right now. uh, but, yeah. Oh, shoot. Still at it. Getting close to my doors being done. Hopefully, I gotta get glass. I fit my glass now. But almost there. What's up, Train Freak? Kyle Stevens. How y'all doing? Hey, Jason, man. I bet you Steven was surprised when he saw that boxcar, that ADN boxcar. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. I haven't seen that since. And he was a cool guest. I hope you have him back on. He was neat, man. That's crazy how you ran into him, how you met him. That was fate, man. It was meant to be, meant to meet that dude. Yeah. Um, I'll look and see if I have a better picture of it and send it to you. It's a shame because they graffitied that car all up. I know that probably kills him. But yeah, I remember seeing that car, man. And I always look for cool cars like that, you know. Who's here? Digger Evans? Steve. What's Steve? Steve Arnold. What's up, Steve Arnold? How you doing, man? You should have seen his photo. I bet he has a cool photo. He's got to have the photo album. You know what, dude? I'm gonna start a Facebook group for Ashley, Dawn, and Drew. I'm gonna look and see if there's one, but I'm gonna start another Facebook group for them. Me and my buddy start some for like little railroads that are around here that don't have them. So I'm gonna start one, and I bet you he's got some awesome photos. And you know the funny thing is, when you did your video about it, I didn't know nothing about that railroad, and I didn't know that it had anything other than that boxcar or what it did. I figured it did plywood of some sort because of the double doors and the tree on the car, and but I didn't know the extent of what they did. Okay, who didn't get? I don't care. It's okay, Digger. You don't have to kill them. What's up? Who's here today? Joe Raider. How you doing, buddy? Uh, but yeah, I really like that car. I don't. It's it's one of my favorite cars. It is definitely one of my favorite cars. I knew Georgia Pacific is big. Georgia Pacific's huge, but the extent of that place, that's pretty big. Like there's not a plywood. We have a paper mill out in York County, which is a couple counties over from me. I've been there. I did a video there. That place is pretty big. I don't think it's even comes close to being the size of Georgia Pacific, just because they don't do plywood too. But those places are so interesting, man. The stuff that's going on there. That Georgia Pacific place You could just model that place and be done, and just model that place. That would be like incredible. But yeah, that was a cool show last night. I'm gonna watch the beginning because I didn't come in until I didn't realize how late it was last night. Um, when we chased trains all day, and I just didn't realize I got home at 7, and then I started doing stuff, and I just forgot it was 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock. Yeah, that's sure green chair puller. What's up, John? What's a green chair puller? Let me go back. I'd like to see some of their engines, like other engines. I gotta say, I'm not a real fan of their wood chip car. I don't know why. I like that box car, and one of the reasons why I like it is because of the odd color doors. If it was all green, I don't know if I would like it as much. Now that I know about them, I kind of like them a little more. I'd like to see their center beams. They would have been cool. Yeah. I'm gonna start digging around, seeing if there's more stuff in N scale for them. Making plywood on an assembly line. That's no fun, man. This poor FedEx girl's been driving around looking for this. I don't know what the hell she's looking for, man. She can't seem to find it. What's up, Claude? This is her second time here. I don't know what she's looking for. Maybe she's looking for a date. One of you guys available? They had one covered hopper. One covered hopper? Just one? That's it? That's crazy. One covered hopper. That'd be cool to see some photos of that stuff, Jason. I don't know how you would get them, but ADN had one. The rest were GP. Oh, okay. I got you. Was that ADN just all green? A green hopper? Yo, Steve, man. Pappy Trigoglin, he did a little video that came out yesterday of little, I don't know, what do you call those railroads? 7.5 gauge? I don't, what do you call them? Man, they had some nice stuff on that railroad. The diesels that they have were like really sharp, really nice. That was a nice little railroad that he did a video on. Check it out if you haven't already. You have it in HO. That'd be cool. And next time you do, okay, I've got them hooked. I don't know about that, Steve, man. That stuff's expensive, bro. You know that. People can want to be hooked, but man, there's a lot holding you back in that hobby. Uh, it is cool, though. Yeah, who wouldn't want one, man? I mean, like, really, who wouldn't want one? You'd be like, I don't know. I guess some people wouldn't want one. I don't know if I'd want one. I don't know, man. I don't think my fat ass could get pulled around on one of them things. I'd like to build some box cars or something. That would be pretty cool. You don't need nowhere to run it, Claude. You go to one of them clubs or something and run it. Most people don't have any place to run it. But if you don't have a club by you, then you're kind of like up the creek. I was working on the tender this morning with Claude. I was was working on my tender all morning with Claude. Claude came over? I have plenty of yard for. Yeah, you do have plenty of yard for a small one, man. I guess you could do a nice little one with an acre or two. Depends. Probably do one even smaller if you wanted to. I don't know, man. I think it would. I don't know. I think it would get boring after a while if it was so small. Just going around and around. I don't know. We video chatted. Oh, that's cool. Shame we couldn't help you. Yeah, so I guess, Steve, this thing is going to consume all your railroading time. Good thing your layout's just about done. Now you can concentrate on your blue engine. What are you going to call that thing? You going to give it a name? What do you guys call those? That scale? You have like a nickname for it or something? Should see what Claude was working on. I bet some Claude's working on some good stuff. For the next 10 months. Yeah, I think it's going to be longer than that. You're going to call it the John T. Felt. It needs a nickname, though, man. It needs a nickname. 7.5-inch gauge. Okay. I was at a train show a couple years ago. It was outdoor scale. What is that, like G? And there was a dude there he's selling plans and parts. He had a little like railroad that you could ride on. It was made out of PVC pipe, like 1-inch PVC pipe or 3/4-inch PVC pipe, and he had these wheels that he made, and he had it set up in the show, and he was riding little kids around. That thing looked pretty cool, and it was really wasn't expensive to put together. And I believe, I can't remember, I think the engine, the power unit had some type of onboard power that would, we can do, yeah, you got to do a name contest. Ah, man. I know what everybody would call it, but, yeah, it needs a name. John T. Felt's cool, but it needs a quick name, you know? Hear you knocking, but you can't come in. So, what's everybody else up to? Steve's working on his engine. Claude's working on his layout. Digger, I don't know what Digger's doing. What are you doing over there, Digger? Dwight Curl, you're going crazy. Joe's probably still working on his fence. John, he's working on his layout. Let me see who else is here. James Colton, I think he's working on his layout too. Maybe he's taking a break today. That name is set. That name is set in stone for sure. What's up, PK and W Bob? Yo, what's happening, my friend? How's Texas? How's Texas, my friend? You buying a bunch of guns? Did you get a horse yet? Ran a test train today. Ah, that's exciting when you run a test train. Yeah, that's fun. I'm working on unpacking boxes. You're gonna be a little while, aren't you? So now, like, are you finally down there, Bob? Or my buddies are going to Pittsburgh tomorrow. Going to the museum. Going to the Berg. Well, Jerry, I'm waiting for a new to me locomotive I bought from Fleabay yesterday. Well, I hope it gets there soon. Horses are way too much work. Yeah, they are. Texas is good. Oh yeah, you saw 4014, huh? Yeah, I know guys that went down there to go see it. They don't have nothing to do. It's just ride around and take pictures of trains. Waiting on mail. I'm supposed to have a package from NCE coming today. Is that your power supply finally coming there? Holy cow, man. Crowds were tremendous. Yes, I'm in Denton now. Yeah, I bet the crowds were crazy. Yeah, I have no desire to go see it just because of all the people. I hate people. I hate crowds. People are jackasses, man. Yesterday we were out on NS Main Line, double main line, and these trains go through there 50 to 65 miles an hour. Double main line, busy, 40, 50 trains a day, back to back. And these jackasses with their little kids let their kids play on the tracks like they're in a playground. I, I don't understand people. I really don't. Adults playing on the tracks, I don't get it, man. People are jackasses, man. You don't need like certain people. Me too, Steve. And like being around like the railroad like that, it would just irritate the hell out of me to see people just in the gauge, walking on the tracks, and people just don't understand, man. Like all it takes is you to panic and fall, and that train ain't stopping, man. You're gonna be sausage, pepperoni pieces. People. People are stupid. Yeah, man. I couldn't believe this guy. I don't know. He must have been 20s, 30s. He's sitting in his pickup truck. He lets his little kids get out of his pickup truck and go play on the tracks. Those kids must have been 6, 8. And he's on his phone playing in his truck. What kind of jackass does that, man? I'm done. Yeah, something. Things are different when I was a kid, when you were a kid, James. I'm 59, so things were different. We did a lot of things. We live in a different world now, man. Yeah, maybe I'm getting old and cratchety, but I don't know. I hit my share. Yeah, I'm sure you did, Steve. And that's got to be a horrible, horrible thing. That's got to be horrible. But people don't care. Damn, Jerry, you're old. I'm younger than you, Dwight Curly. You're the same in Canada. You should have said. It's not my place to say something to somebody's kids. If you're that stupid, that ignorant, I'm not going to get into something with you about your kids, where they should be and shouldn't be. It's not my job. I don't work for the railroad, and it'd be different if I worked for the railroad. Then I'd be like getting my ticket book out and writing them tickets, trespassing tickets. But it's not worth the bullshit that could happen if you say something to somebody about their kids. God forbid you say, something to somebody's kids or how they're raising their kids. People don't want to hear that nowadays. You know, there's that there was that killing the police officer. What was her name? Emma French in Chicago, who was killed by the two brothers. and her mother's on YouTube or I don't know, TikTok. The kid's mother's on there talking about how her kids are misunderstood and they're good kids, and you know, yeah, parents don't want to be told that they've failed. That's just it. Nobody does. Sorry, I'm not paying attention to chat. Let me scroll back. You guys didn't come here to hear me yet, rant. We have transport police that just work on the. We do too, but there's not enough of them, Digger. Norfolk Southern, CSX, they all have police, but there's just not enough of them. Not enough of them. Now, like an event like that 4014, you probably had tons of police, local police, railroad police. But how do a couple cops control 10,000 people? It's pretty hard. Well, that's good. That's, yeah, I mean, but my friend was chasing it yesterday, I guess. I don't know where he was, but he took a picture of this jackass older guy with his lawn chair on the tracks, like right next to the tracks. Like, somebody had to tell him, like, this ain't where you're supposed to be, man. Yeah, machine guns do work. Yeah. What did Claude say? Most people anymore aren't raising their kids. Yeah, that's for sure, Claude. Their kids are raising them. Yeah. It's, yeah. What do I know? I don't have kids. So I can't speak for raising kids. Raising kids is hard. I wouldn't want kids. Wouldn't want them. I love kids, but I wouldn't want them in this day and age, man. It told me when I was training to never look into their eyes. Yeah, you can't look into their eyes. I mean, you can't. I mean, you just, what do, man? You just get up, get down, and pray. Don't even look at them. You can't do nothing. I mean, that's got to be the most helpless feeling there is. There can't be nothing more helpless. Well, I guess to watch a loved one die and you can't do nothing, it's the same thing. But like, yeah, you can't control it, man. Look away, man. You're right. That's why I like your dog. Yeah, some dogs are great. Dogs are always happy to see you, even when they don't feel too good. They're still happy to see you. You could yell at them; they're happy to see you. You could. I don't want to say. Hold on. Hey. Hold on, guys. I got a woodworking question here.
So I got the
Okay.
samples.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It looks more like tile. That stuff.
Yeah. But I guess it's like a.
Yeah, yeah. So it locks in like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then how is it in a sheet? Like is it lined?
So it's like 90. I think it's 96 by like 24.
Yeah,
So
that's
we'll
pretty
do the
manageable. Yeah.
The whole wall.
24 inches, is it all like one solid piece, or is there individual pieces?
Nope, it's all one piece.
Okay, so it really doesn't give you the look you want to go for, then, right? You wanted that in separate look, or no?
No. I just wanted something easy to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But I
pretty
wanted
cool.
to show you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I just need to pick a color, but I think that's what I'm gonna go with.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. If you need help, let me know.
All right.
All right, Stephanie. All right. It's my neighbor. She's nice. Oh, sorry. More or less off than Dwight. Either fenced or voluntary. Puking? No, I'm not puking. I'm talking to my neighbor, Dwight. I had a live woodworking question that I had to answer. It was live. My neighbors come over. Can you cut this? Can you cut this? I don't mind. See what I missed. pass a law here to fence the railways, but they wouldn't be practical. Yeah, no, that's like, something, Digger, though. I can see probably 30 years from now, they're going to be fenced in spots where it's more populated. I think it's going to be. What? We're not live? Yeah, we're live. I had a live question there. Who's at home? I'm at my shop. I'm sitting in my driveway at my shop. Summer's winding down. Time to make model railroading plans for the winter. What are your plans? My plans are, I don't know, work on my layout. All right, here's a question for you guys. Pay attention now. Jack's contest, right? I need 3 people. I know Steve Arnold, somebody asked you, and Claude, somebody asked you. Anybody else here want to do Jack's challenge? And I'll challenge you. No pressure. I can come up with some people, but all the names keep disappearing, man. There should have just been like challenge 2 people. But let me know. What's up, John 2618? How you doing? Digger, I'm going to ask you. You got some hopper cars, don't you? I'm going to ask you, Digger. You can just put some tape over, like, your gondolas and call them hopper cars. I don't care. I did. I just haven't uploaded it. Yeah, I know. Somebody asked you, Steve. Dwight, you don't have trains running. I can't ask you. John, you don't have trains running. I can't ask you. John 26, you don't have trains running. I can't ask you. But you could go do it at the club. Only if you want to do it. Let me know, you guys, if you want to do it. I'll give you challenge you out. Well, I have some cars I can cover. But you don't have a train running. You don't have to run far, I guess. If you can run, I don't care how long you run. You want to do it, Dwight? All my train stuff's in boxes. Yeah, that's cool. It's okay, James. Mine's is in boxes, too. I just take them out. That's all right. Claude only has 1. That's okay. RJ, what's his name? RJ 76? He only had 1. It doesn't matter. 1. I don't even think, like, I guess he's got a whole layout, sort of, on his floor, I think. But, it doesn't matter. 1, 21, 41, doesn't matter. I don't mind having a go. All right, Digger, I'm going in. I'm going to shout you out. I think I'm going to do my video tomorrow, maybe. I was going to do it today, but I needed to get some people. So, hey, Mom, Steve's picking on me. Oh, come on. Come on, Claude. He loves you, Claude. Claude only has 1. Steve. That's okay. Claude has other stuff, probably. His owner didn't have covered hoppers, right? He didn't have covered hoppers in the 40s or 30s. I'm surprised he even has 1. But somebody did challenge you, though, Claude, didn't they? Digger will make some, see? Oh, that's fine. Problem is he has nothing to pull it with. What's up, Cosman? How are you today, buddy? Go to the naughty corner, Steve, for 60 seconds. Claude has engines. He can pull them. How about side dunk gondolas? I don't care, Claude. You run whatever you want. You can put hopper. You can put anything on there. I don't know. I'm gonna shout you out, Claude, just because. Yeah, it's like I think he asked. It should have been like I said, challenge one other person, or challenge two people, challenge three people, because everybody's doing this challenge, and you're running out of people. Um. So yeah, that's your nickname. Huh? Uh. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you run. I'm gonna shout everybody out. I'll say I'm gonna challenge everybody. I am gonna. I do have some, and I don't want to give them up yet because I'm afraid somebody will watch this and steal them. Because Dave took Pappy, I was gonna get Pappy, and I was gonna get Keith because just because now he's got trains running. I don't even know if he's got a hopper car. But, uh, hey John, Schuylkill River, does Brian have hopper cars? I'll challenge him anyway. I don't care. He can make one. He can just cover a coal car. You gotta just be, gotta be, what do you call it? I don't know. What do you call it? Versatile. I don't know. Creative. Yeah. If you don't have one, make one. You don't think he has any? Yeah, I don't think he does either. That's like the era just doesn't have them. Didn't have them. Like hopper cars probably didn't come around until the '60s, I guess. I don't even know. To be truthful with you. When do you think they came around, Steve Arnold? When you were on the railroad back in the '60s, did you have? uh, yeah, like yeah. Oh boy. I'd ask you, John, but you don't have the layout running. But I mean, it doesn't matter when you do it. You could do it whenever. I don't think you have any hopper cars either. You can make them from card. But yeah, yeah, just put something over it. I mean, our gauge didn't have covered hoppers. We never had hopper cars on the Santa Fe. Really? You never had hopper cars? Like you never delivered hopper cars? Like grain cars? Like never? Really? Come on, man. I find that hard to believe. Come on, Steve. Stop telling fibs. You had to move some hopper cars around. Covered hoppers. Grain, plastics. Yeah, I can't. I mean, there was like coal cars and narrow gauge because I know the EBT had some um, coal cars, but I don't know if they had covered hoppers back then. Like they could have. I don't know. I don't know of that era. It was against the rules. Come on, Steve. Stop telling fibs. We have them here in biomass fuel, wood chips. Oh. covered. Really? So, call out Luke Taylor, Kathy Miller, and Ken Patterson. Oh, yeah, they would be something to call. Keith just gave me 3 people to call out. Oh, that'd be funny. What's up, Barn Full of Trains? How you doing, Gary? I asked Heath earlier who he could think of. I asked him if I can't remember who I asked him if he thought somebody would do it, and so I'm gonna shout him out too. Might have 42 people. It was right after Rule 1. Safety is the most important in discharge of duty. Steve Arnold, what the hell are you talking about? I'm talking about hopper cars. What are you talking about? You never had I can't believe that you never had hopper cars on the Santa Fe. See, heck, you had to have. You can't tell me grain didn't come through your railroad or plastics. Were you sleeping at those times? How you doing, Gary? What's going on? That's what happens when you talk to Claude all morning. Can't help you there, my friend. You need to limit your doses of Claude. Obviously, you can only take so much. You don't want to overdose. It messes you up all day. Youth is starting very late again on purpose to exclude you. No, I don't think he wants to exclude you, Digger. You're everybody's favorite, Digger. But sadly, he's going to exclude people, and it's just yeah, what are you going to do? Things don't last forever, Digger. They just don't. Be grateful for the time you had with them. You can watch them in replay. But yeah, I mean, he'll just be getting a lot of the West Coasters and crack you up. You guys crack me up too. He'll be getting a lot of the West Coasters and I guess the Australians and I'm sure some East Coasters will tune in for a little while. 9:30 isn't too bad here on the East Coast. I'll tune in just to see what's up. But yeah, that's how it is, you know. Things change. Things are never the same, right? Somebody else will stream at that time, Digger. Maybe you. You can stream. Won't be me though. I mean, that just opens up time for somebody else to jump in that spot, really. And Monday nights are probably a good night for somebody to jump on 6 or 7 o'clock. You know, when I visit the U.S., I will spend a lot of time in Bingen. Yeah, I hope you do. I hope you pester him night and day. You don't have to worry about the police because they won't come and arrest you because they don't do nothing in New York City no more. The police just let people run rampant. Let people do whatever they want. So you don't have to worry about that. You can just antagonize him night and day. Throw rocks at his window in his train room. He would probably shut off his phone. I was going to say he probably just call his phone constantly while he's on a live stream or message him. It was 11 p.m. here. What's up, Rick Bailey? What's up, Dwayne Fork and Spoon? How are you? How you guys doing? Going to the fair, Dwayne? The fair started Saturday. Washington County Fair. This week it looks like it's going to rain all week. But my buddies are going out tomorrow. As the trolley runs all during the fair. People park at the other end, at that loop end, that big parking lot, and for like $3 or $5, they ride the trolley over. And it's a happening fair, man. Washington County Fair. It's a big fair. They have demolition derby, and I think they have like school buses. They like demolition derby school buses. Like one night. That's cool. Just got out of the pool 7 hours ago. 7 hours ago. That's a long time ago, Rick. Yeah, not going. That's all right. Probably not missing much. I don't know. I've not been to the fair, but I've been out there at fair time. A lot of people, man. Yeah, there are a lot of people that go to the fair. Pretty young moms come out there dressed up in their cowboy boots. That's a sight to see. What's up, Ian? How are you? Swimming for 7 hours, Rick Bailey. Yeah, I got a scoop. All right, Steve. Get back to making holes. Don't make them crooked. Thanks for stopping by, Steve. Have a good night. See you somewhere. Just got home. Yeah, I didn't leave my shop yet. No, I'm going to leave soon. Hey, very soon. Looks like we're in for more rain this week, Ian. I hope trees don't fall down again, man. Man, pretty soon there won't be no trees left up there in North Jersey for you to cut or trim. It's supposed to like rain every day after tomorrow. It's been a stormy summer, that's for sure. It's not going anywhere. Yeah. I hope for your sake they stick around. But you don't want to work 18 hours a day, man. That sucks. I don't care how much money you're making, man. Can't spend your money if you die working, brother. Told them to forget calling me Friday or Saturday. We're having Cam's first birthday. Oh, that's cool. Tree enthusiast. You're a tree enthusiast, all right, Rick. 7 hours, seriously, long to be in the water. He wasn't in the water for 7 hours, Digger. He'd be a prune. Hi, Jeremiah. It's a little boy across the street. He always says hi. You will grow webbed feet like a duck. Yeah, he probably will. Took a big pine tree down today, actually, Rick. What's up, Mr. Frugal Farmer? How are you? Big pine tree. Cut that bitch right down, huh? 40 footer. That's sweet. Ian, man, I saw this video of this grapple. It was a grapple that the dudes were using to cut down a tree, and it was like in somebody's house, like a backyard or something. It would grip the tree and then cut it off and then pick it up and put it down in the trailer. Like you didn't have to go up there. You just, they probably went up there and limbed it and then used this grapple to grip it and cut it off and take it down section by section. That thing was pretty sweet, man. I think you need one of them. Had to take it in small pieces because the homeowner made a deal about any damage. Yeah, bad man. Feller. Yeah, I don't know what it was, man, but it was pretty cool. What's up, Jaden Baker? It was pretty cool. I don't know. I just saw it like I forget where I saw it, like on a YouTube commercial or a. I felt a disturbance in the room. Um, or on Facebook commercial. I forget where I saw it. I heard a train this morning. I heard a couple trains this morning. If you live near the tracks, you're going to hear trains. They're next to the power lines, only though. Yeah. Got to trim those trees by the power lines. Can't keep them growing. Loggers use those, Jerry. Yeah, I know they do. Loggers use them mostly, and I've seen them use them. But I've seen the ones that they use are like, they can't really reach. They're more like hooked up to like a front end loader. The ones that I've seen. See you, Claude. Thanks for stopping by. Take care. Have a good night. They're like on a front end loader and they're like cutting them from the ground. This one was cutting it 60 feet up, 40 feet up. I'm doing good, man. How are you, Jalen Baker? This one was cutting it 40 feet up in the air. You know, it was on like an articulated bucket type of truck, you know, less the bucket with this head on it and the cutter on it. So, you know, it would get a tree, you know, pretty tall. That thing was pretty cool, man. I would like really save somebody in a situation where you're close to houses. Union Railroad was moving scrap this morning. Ah, man, they got some cool cars up there at, yeah, I know what you're talking about. You've got it before. My friend went up there too. That's pretty cool. Swamp loggers. I like the swamp people. They get them alligators. Get them gators. I like Troy. Troy's my favorite one. Shoot 'em, shoot 'em. It's a show called American Loggers. I've never seen that show, American Loggers. That would be pretty cool. But I like swamp people, where they go and get the alligators down in Louisiana and all down there. Went to 58th Street, then to Darby, and then nothing. Man, that's how it is, Jaden Baker. You never saw was a helicopter with a saw. Yeah, I've seen that thing, man. A helicopter that does that tree trimming along power lines with that thing is crazy. That's just crazy. That's some serious stuff there, man. Not allowed to film at U.S. Steel property. Yeah, you don't want to get fired, Dwayne. As a trucker inside, but outside you can film. Yeah, it is scary looking, man. It's crazy. Yeah, that's not something you want to fly around your neighborhood trimming trees, right? They do it on like pipelines and stuff, high tension lines in the middle of West Virginia. No, I'm not waiting on the train. Shelby Stanger in Louisiana is funny. He swims underwater to get those old logs. Yeah, I think I remember seeing a show like that where they, yeah, I haven't seen it in a long time. I wonder if it's still on. Yeah, yeah, he was a riot, that guy. Yeah, yeah, I remember that show. They get a lot of money for them old logs. Jerry doesn't wait for trains. Trains wait for Jerry. Yeah, unfortunately, that's not true. I wait for trains a lot of times. Sometimes more than others. Hold on. Hi. No, I work there. I work in the garage. Why? Say again? I don't know. No, I don't know. Roofer. Sorry. Yeah. No idea. Sorry. Good luck. People stopping talking to me all day today. What's up with that? We got a show here on Discovery. I have to see if that logger show is still on. So I remember they go down and dive for logs and then they sell them. Like logs that have been underwater for like 100 or 200 years. Like, you know, things that they're talking to somebody that's driving by. Jaden Baker. Um, uh, uh, like American chestnut, things that, yeah, old cypress, things that you don't get anymore. They're at the bottom of the river when they used to float logs. And some of them would sink down there. No, they're not petrified anymore. they're surprisingly, they're still perfect. They take them out, dry them off, and it's like empty. It's like being able to have a blank check because you can get all kinds of crazy money for this lumber. Crazy, like tens of thousands of dollars for logs. That's crazy because you can't get this lumber anymore. It's like wood that is not around anymore. Yeah, that was a cool show. Them dudes, they still do it. And there's probably a lot of logs in the water sunk underneath places. Some stranger was asking a question. Yeah, some stranger was asking a question. I don't know who they were. Somebody driving by saying, asking me something. People don't know that I'm like on YouTube doing videos. They just see you sitting here. So they ask you things sometimes, you know, or say, hey. They don't know what I'm doing. They make furniture and things. Yeah, they make all kinds of things. Every time you go live, you get a stranger. I do, man. It's the truth. Yeah. I get my cards. I can't wait to get my cards, my business cards on Thursday so I can hand them out to people that say, hey, you got a YouTube channel, man? What's your channel name? Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. That's my channel name. Can you remember it? If I saw a guy talking to himself, I would not stop and speak to him. Me either. But, you know, like, you could be in the store these days, and there's people talking. You don't know if they're talking to you. There's nobody else around, but they're on their phones with their stupid little earbuds. What is it with people and their freaking phones? It's like they can't be like without their phones for like 2 seconds. I see people walking down the street, adults, forget the kids, adults walking down the street, looking down at their phone, not paying attention to where they're going. It's like, that burns me up though, man, when people come in to a store and go to get checked out or go to order something and they're talking on their phone while they're trying to do that. Have another transaction in the store. I swear, man, if somebody came to my store like that, I'd be like, out the door with you, brother. Don't come back. Don't bring your ass back in my store again. People are just ignorant, man. Here I go with a rant again. John 26, where you been? You hiding? There's nothing more important than what I need to say. The world revolves around me, in my opinion. Yeah, you're right, Bob. It's crazy. 20 years ago, you kind of like didn't have a phone and you lived, right? Now it's like, if I can't find my phone, I start panicking, thinking I left it somewhere. It's like, I'm a stupid ass too. But, I don't know what it is with people on their phones. Bad manners. You're right, Digger. People just don't care. People do not care anymore. It's just a me world. And we're just living in it. What cuts the cost a lot? Oh, let me say. Lady walked through your work zone today with her phone. Not a care in the world. Yeah. And like, if something fell on her, she'd sue you. Right? People just like, yeah, don't care. My phone doesn't ring on incoming calls, and I ain't fixing it. Wow, really? How do you get calls, Bob? Yeah, you're right about that, man. I remember my first cell phone was like a bag phone. That was expensive. And then they got cheaper. And then like I had like a little flip phone. That thing was like, I don't know, $50, $75. Now my phone, I paid like $600-$700 for this freaking phone. And now when you want to go buy a new one, they're like $800. That's how it is, man. Things are going to cost a lot more, man. They're saying like inflation is up 5%, but your cost of living wages are only up 4%. And that's going to get worse, my friends. I hope you socked away some money, because it's going to get worse. Houses are down. Like, nobody's buying houses. They said, like, I forget, I just heard today, I didn't pay much attention to it, but they said new housing is down like 8% or something because people can't afford them. That's why. Leave me a message. Yeah, that's how you get to you, huh? I'll leave you a message, Bob. And then you'll get to me when you get to me. So how you liking Texas, man? Is it what you wanted? I curse all the time, Jaden Baker. I'm a truck driver. I curse a lot. Some exterior flare lights fixtures were not lined up right. Wasn't happy. Dude, I could tell you some stories about stuff, John 26:18, that would just blow your mind about dumb contractors. I mean, stupid as rock contractors. I don't know how they make a living doing their jobs. I swear to God, don't know how. I did a house. A guy had a flood in his house. His second floor bathroom froze and broke while he was on vacation. Ruined his entire house. I did a kitchen in there. I did trim in there. And I went in after everybody went in to do work, so called work, and just messed everything up. So I went in to fix things. I could tell you stories that are like, it just like, to this day, I still scratch my head like, how can somebody do that? But here's one for you. The drywallers, there were cans in the ceiling, lights in a 20-foot tall ceiling, right? In a grand room or whatever you call those rooms. I can't remember. All cans up there, lighting cans, just like you got. These stupid drywallers covered over every one of them. Every one of them. Didn't cut them out and left. What is that, man? First of all, it's against code. But, like, how can you as a drywaller walk out of the house like that? It's like, it's mind-boggling. Yeah. Yeah, you should have them do it, man. Dude, you need to go over there every day when they're doing stuff because they're going to do whatever they want. And once they start closing stuff in, you're not going to see what they did. You know? Yeah. I mean, there's guys that, you know, you can hire people that go around and check their work and but you do it, man. It's just mind-boggling how people that are supposed to be tradespeople get away with some of the stuff that they do. I don't understand it. 36%. Going to be dying soon. Battery, that is. For my house to be built from them before the housing market spike. Yeah, that's crazy. It is crazy. There's not, there are some good tradespeople out there. They're few and far between, man. Few and far between. And then, like, me, like, I don't really do trim, but I'll do trim. But I do this type of work. I go in and fix things that these tradespeople were supposed to do. And now they got to pay me to go in, and they're paying me a lot more money to do it. So, I mean, that's fine, but, like, it's just aggravating, man, that, people are supposed to know what they're doing, and they don't know what they're doing. But that's how it is. Nah, they're not tradespeople. They're just, there's just, like, two little houses across from my shop. And one of them's been getting worked on. And I'm not stereotyping or anything. But, like, the dude that went in and did work on it, like, the side of his truck was, like, lawn care, decks, construction, tile, all kinds of stuff on his truck. Like, sorry, man, you just don't hire the lawn dude to do your tile or your plumbing or I can go on about plumbers too. Yeah, I mean, it's like people, the thing is, some people don't see a value in tradespeople. They just figure, if you're a tradesperson and you're making $75 an hour, you're not worth it. They can get somebody to do the job for $15 an hour. You can find that all day long. You can find somebody to cut your lawn for $10 versus $40, right? but what kind of work are you getting from them? If you have to call somebody else out to do their job that you just paid them to do, then you wasted your money. So people don't, sadly, some people just don't see value in tradespeople, except plumbers and electricians. They give them $150 an hour and don't complain. Yeah, get the right, yeah, it's hard to find the right person, though, Digger. I think, I don't know, but I would say probably in the UK and where you are, Digger, tradespeople are probably more regulated than tradespeople here, right? Um, Anybody can call themselves a finished carpenter or anything that they want to. It doesn't necessarily mean you're one. I can call myself a plumber. It doesn't mean I'm a plumber. I mean, yeah, obviously you got to be licensed and things, but um, eh, over here it's just not as regulated. Best tradesperson equals someone who shows up. So many don't even show. Yeah, a lot of people don't show up. I hear that a lot. I've called 4 people and 1 person comes. Do people not want to work? I don't know. I can't answer that. But, it's hard. It's hard to find good people. And when you do, you got to pay them. What's up, Jaden Baker? What? So you're saying I need Jerry to come down in the white van and crack the whip? No, but there's probably a Jerry down there that can crack the whip for you. But that's sad though, that you hire a contractor, right? To build your house, a custom builder to build your house, subs it out to all these people, right? And then you have to hire somebody to watch those guys to make sure that they're doing their job right. That's not right. But that's what we've come down to because, like I said, tradespeople, they're not tradespeople anymore. They're just people that can do a job. Hammer some nails, cut some wood. They don't care if it's straight, square. Just don't care. People don't care. And listen, I can understand if you're making $15 or $20 an hour, $25 an hour, you're underpaid in that profession, and I can understand. Like, you don't care as much, right? That old saying, you get what you pay for, it's true, man. You get what you pay for. Most of the time. I saw this guy tells me a funny story. He said he went on an interview for welding, and the ad said, welder wanted between $10 and $50 an hour. Right, so the guy went on the interview, and he's there, and he's welding, and the guy says, he says something like he puts down a couple welds, and the guy says, that looks okay. He says, well, that's my $10 welds, my $10 an hour weld. And then he says, okay. And he starts laying down some more. He says, that's my $30 an hour weld. And he lays down this beautiful bead, man. He says, that's my $50 an hour weld. You get what you pay for, my friends. There's a saying, cheap carpenters aren't cheap, or good carpenters aren't cheap, and cheap carpenters aren't good. The general contractor was never around, but luckily he hired a master carpenter with papers proving his experience. Yeah, so like in that case, you're lucky. Count yourself lucky, Dwayne, because and that's just not how it is anymore, man. Sad. I mean, there's still good builders out there. There's some good carpenters out there, but they're busy. If you have a job, don't think you're going to get it next week. Who's here? Dwight. Ian's been here for like 5 hours. Where you been? He's kids on these motorcycles. Hope they get run over by a truck 3 times. That's why I cut trees and not finish work. Yeah, it's easy, right? And people say, rough carpenters, it's okay. There's not precise work. Yeah, it is precise work. You need to be good at rough carpentry too. Granted, finish work is hides a lot of that stuff. But if you're not good to begin with, it's hard to get finish work good. But yeah, there's something for everybody, man. Can't find a fence contractor. Yeah, like this lady asked me. She said, "I don't live in the house here." She asked who did the roof on the house here. I said, "I don't know." She's looking for a roofer. She can't find a roofer. I don't know, man. I had supper. How was supper? Supper good? I took a shower and started dinner. Ah, okay, Doy. Good for you. What you having for dinner, man? Pay peanuts and get monkeys. I like that, digger. That's funny. Yeah, it's the truth, man. You pay peanuts and you get monkeys. I know my phone's going to be giving me that message soon. My father-in-law has been going over there a lot. Oh, that's good. Good for you, John. You're lucky that you have a father-in-law that's in that business and knows what he's doing. You're really lucky. But yeah, it's a shame, You work hard for your money, right? And then you hire people and you think that they do the same thing. But sadly, there's just not a lot of people that do. James is a retired tradesperson, so you know what it's like, James. It's hard to find good tradespeople. And when you do, they're worth a lot of money, and people need to understand that. But yeah, it's how it is in this day and age. What are you gonna do? Threw some chicken in the air fryer. How are those air fryers? Do they come out? Do they work pretty good? Do they get all crunchy? I think I might get me one of them Jimmys. I'll probably become a handyman one day when I'm older, sort of retirement. Yeah, maybe you might, man. Just make sure you make good money and you ask good money. Don't be a $15 an hour handyman, okay? Don't be that guy. You love yours. I have to check one out. They look pretty good. Are they like, is it really like crunchy still? Is it, I don't know, it can't taste like fried because of the grease, but is it crunchy? I like the crunch. I served electrical apparatus for industries. Ah. See, that's a trade you can't mess up with, right? Because if you mess that trade up, you're probably going to fry, right? Or burn something down. You can't mess that trade up. That's what I said, like electricians and plumbers, nobody has a problem paying them $100 an hour because you don't want your sink to leak and you don't want your house to burn down, right? We have chips from the air fryer. You can burn food in your air fryer? You work for beer, huh? Man, that's not a good pay though, Dwayne. Especially nowadays, man. You need to make money. Can't pay the bills on beer. My food is crunchy. Now I want some fried chicken or something. Son of a gun dite. I'm probably gonna. I got chicken at home. No, I took out pork chops. I'm gonna have pork chops tonight. Some pork chops. Any second now. I'm waiting to hear that. Blam, blam, blam. I can cook my pizza. It's perfect. You put pizza in your air fryer? French fries and wings in the air fryer. Not much better. I think there's something to this air fryer thing. I think I'm gonna have to investigate it. I mean, I don't really eat fried food anymore, just because it's too much work. I'll have French fries, things like that, but and pan potatoes like hash browns, but not like fried chicken or breaded chicken. But yeah, I'm gonna have to check one of them air fryers out, see how they are. Better be good, Dwight. I'll come and get you. Do I have a wife? No, I do not, Digger. I need one of them. Can you recommend any? I need one that's not a pain in the butt, Digger. You know any? You cook pork chops in yours. I don't know about that. Fried red potatoes are good. Yeah, I do like them. You can have yours. You don't like your air fryer, Dwayne? Mine is like an oven. Okay. Don't get too small an air fryer. I made that mistake. Yeah. Well, it's just me, though, Bob. So, like, I don't need to cook like 50 wings. I do indeed, Dwight. She cooks food for me most of the time. I know Digger has a wife. She's a hard-working woman. She works on the farm, comes home, cooks Digger dinner. She probably grows vegetables, fresh vegetables, although she doesn't eat her chickens, but she's got fresh eggs. What are we awesoming in John about? Boss just gave me and my partner a raise. Said he appreciates us and thanks us for keeping him and his family safe. That's pretty good, John. That's nice when your boss recognizes what you do and compensates you for it. Even if he said you're doing a great job, right? That would have been nice, right? And the raise part makes it even nicer. Thank God that he can do that, right? You're lucky. But that's not, it's nice to be appreciated by your employer, right? That's a nice thing. That's a nice feeling. Oh, there it goes. Do-do-do. I will show you on Facebook what I have, Jerry. Don't show me what you got, Dwight, because I'm going to be mad. Digger, it's just finding this small. It's just finding this small hemorrhoid. They're all pain in the ass. Digger, I can't believe your wife is a pain in the butt. But you know her better than me. I won't argue with you. Yeah. See, you're up ahead of the game, Digger. You got a garden, you got some fresh eggs. If the shit hits the fan and gets really bad, you can eat them chickens. But think about the money you save by not buying eggs, having fresh vegetables. You know what's on your vegetables because you grow them. Yeah, there's nothing like having a garden and the ability to grow your own food. whether it's vegetables or animals or whatever it is that you eat. It's nothing like growing your own. My wife is tiny, barely 5 foot tall. Said my wife is tiny. You both have tiny wives, huh? What a strong woman who is strong like bull. Yeah, you know those farm girls. They're not. They're pretty tough. Those farm girls, Bob. You have a wife, Bob. You don't. You probably find a tough Texas woman down there. I guarantee that. Maybe I should come down there and check them out. She has her moments. Yeah, we all have our moments. She nagged me today about getting enough exercise. She's just looking out for you, Digger. She's not nagging you. She wants you to be here for a couple of years. As something, and it just doesn't matter, right? Not to say that exercise is not good, but man, when your number's up, your number's up. It don't matter how old you are, how fat you are, how thin you are. It's up. It's up. My buddy died at 52 2 weeks ago. He was fine, healthy, dropped dead, man. Boom, over and out. Saw him one day, and then was gone the next. So, guess room's available. All right, Bob. Thank you, brother. Licensed professional says she pays her share of the bills. That's all you need, man. Right? That's all you need. A woman that's willing to contribute in whatever way she wants to contribute. Being happy is all that matters. Yeah, you're right. Being happy is all that matters, because in the end, man, you can have all the money in the world and it don't mean jack shit. Those people drop dead too. What's up, Jalen Baker? Yeah, thanks, Dwight. Yeah, I mean, he had a good life, man. 3 kids, nice wife, beautiful house. You look at his grass, and I say grass, his life, and you think his life is beautiful, man. And now it's like chaos. It's chaos. What good is everything? But he lived, he enjoyed his life while he was here. That's all you can do. Enjoy your life while you're here. All right, kids. Hour and 23 minutes and I'm out. Thanks, John. Yeah, my battery's about to go. Y'all have a good rest of your evening. Keith is on at 9:30 if you want to endeavor that. Wait. If not, I don't know. What do you want to know, Jaden Baker? I'll answer you and then I'm leaving. Hurry up. Type quick. My sister is short too. I told her to get a box to stand on. That's not nice, Dwight. Or James Galton. Got some office work. I'm doing the chat. Oh, that's good. Ron Brights. What's up, my friend? Good day to you. I want to tell you something. Tell me something real quick, because my phone's about to die. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I don't know what you asked me. You gotta ask it again, Jalen Baker. And I'm getting ready to go. So put it in the comments and I'll ask you, Jalen Baker. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Be well, be blessed. Until the next time, peace and see ya. Hit the end button. Put it in the comments below, Jalen Baker. I'll answer you. Later.